Hello Internet, welcome to Making Money. My name's Eric and this is your Daily Dollar, our financial segment where we give you one financial lesson every day to help you with your finances. Today is a slightly momentous occasion. We have been doing Daily Dollar now for 1 month. That is 31 videos on finance and lessons. And I hope your goals are going well, and I hope your financial journey is underway. I know we haven't really gotten much into investing, which is definitely going to be coming up in February a lot more. Stock market hasn't been stellar over the last month here, so maybe it's not the worst time to have missed investment advice, but we have talked about a lot. And today's lesson is kind of a bit of a culmination of that. And it's a lesson you will not learn anywhere else by name on the internet. This is something I'm sure someone else has thought of. This is not necessarily a brand freaking new idea, but it is something that is personal to me and my wife, and something that I want to share with you guys. Not necessarily, again, a primarily financial lesson, but it is a life lesson that will help you with your finances. So I want to share that with you today. But I also want to look back a little bit because we've done this for a month now. My plan is to do this for all of 2022, which is going to be a very busy year. I am starting a brand new job tomorrow, same company that I've worked at before, but a new position. I am got some big stuff coming up that I will be telling you later on this year. But needless to say, it's going to be a busy year, and I'm sure it's going to be a busy year for you as well. So we have talked about all sorts of stuff so far. We've talked about setting goals, savings, foundation of finances, failing faster, debt. We've talked about how credit scores work, and there's a lot of knowledge here. Being a lifelong learner, we talked about that. There's a lot of information and knowledge here that you've collected bits and pieces of so far. And today's lesson is something that we refer to, when I say we, I mean me and my wife, as base knowledge. Everyone in the world comes into every conversation with base knowledge, right? This is information that you have either picked up from your childhood, growing up. This could be information based on your education, information based on your job history, but everybody's base knowledge is different. And the idea of this lesson is understanding and respecting that idea. When someone comes to you and they don't know something you know, this doesn't make them stupid. This doesn't make them ignorant. This is, for the most part, this is something that, they may not have picked up, right? In coming into conversations with kind of this frame of reference, helps you understand other people better. It helps you connect with people better, helps you communicate with people better, and it helps you not put people down when you talk to them. Of course, there are, some things out there that, people might be intentionally ignorant, or things that especially when we get into the realm of like hate and stuff like that, there's no excuse for it. But when we're talking about just general information, I've talked about HSAs. If you didn't know anything about HSAs, it doesn't mean you're dumb. You may not have run into a situation where you need to know about HSAs. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you're a 20 or 30-year-old that doesn't know this information, but you could be, very late on in your financial journey and still not know that information because you particularly may not have had to deal with it, or your brushes with it may have just been, side glances. So just because you don't know something doesn't mean that you're stupid. And that's really what this lesson is. And when other people come into conversations with you, just because they don't know a topic or a bit of information, you can help them learn that, but don't put them down because of that lack of information. And that's what this whole channel's for, right? We're trying to learn together on how to make proper financial moves. And again, I mean, in the comments below, you'll see there's always a disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just some guy that likes talking about finances and sharing my experiences and helping educate you guys on some of the things that I've learned in the past and some of the things that I'm learning now. A great example of how I'm not always right is that a while back in the HSA, I mentioned that HSAs are 3 times tax deferred, and technically they're not tax deferred because the definition tax deferred means you're literally putting off being taxed till later. No, HSAs are 3 times tax free. That's just an example of how I said something that may not have necessarily been correct in the vocabulary. But now I know. I've learned that. I have added that to my base knowledge. So hopefully you guys have been able to add a lot in this last month to your base knowledge, and hopefully as we go forward, you can grow even more. I am oddly really enjoying doing these. I hope you guys are enjoying watching these as well. As the channel grows here, I look to talk to you guys a lot more. I keep mentioning Twitter. You guys can always reach out to me on Twitter. Link in the description. If you guys are enjoying this series, I do appreciate subscriptions. Obviously, if you guys want to get more content, it's a great way for you to get it, but it also helps me know what type of information you guys are interested in. So as always, feel free to subscribe. And as it is our 1 month and we are talking about base knowledge, I'd love to hear, have you learned anything so far? What have you liked from these videos? What haven't you liked? Help me learn from what we've done so far and we can kind of direct as we need to going forward. But seriously guys, this has been a lot of fun and we are going to start February tomorrow, and I'm very excited to give you yet another financial lesson. So I will see you guys in the next video. All right guys, see ya.